Yes?
Yeah.
I have nothing against it.
Would you like to elaborate more on that?
Well, I mean, I think one of the reasons, I'm going to jump ahead already. One of the reasons that I wanted to get involved in the project is because I really love doing poetry interpretation, and there isn't a lot of opportunity to do stuff like that. And I really do enjoy. I mean, I think most people at some point or another, whether they've been handed one of Shakespeare's sonnets or they've been given an Emily Dickinson poem, all actors at some point have had to look at a poem and break it down and try to make it dramatic and try to interpret it and try to make it performative. And so, yeah, I like poetry. I mean, I think it's kind of part and parcel with a lot of the stuff that you start doing as an actor.
Well, I think it's what she said is that it's words and imagery at their basest form, and the hardest part is interpreting it. There is no right or wrong answer. It's now become your idea or the director's idea, and it's trying to just formulate what would make it.
Yeah, it can be a frightening medium. It can seem overwhelming at times, especially if you're specifically a performer who's used to taking a naturalistic text and breaking it down to just what's the interaction. But now you're performing an abstract piece, and you have to now find ways to embody all of that inside of you. It can be overwhelming, but normally really rewarding if you pull it off. Just how challenging the pieces are. It's also very relevant stuff. It's
How so is it relevant?
a lot of modernity. It's just everything is very current. It's relatable to the modern world right now. A lot of different pieces. American Highway is one piece, talking about being chained to our automobiles, which is very relevant, but also still tackling the actual the metaphysical way that Chris writes it, but still bringing that modern element to it.
I really like third person. I don't know. I think I think we're still exploring it, but I think that some of the stuff that we're touching on and the way that the poet is playing with the language and playing with how we address first person, second person, and third person, and identity and agency from that, I think is really cool. I like that piece a lot.
It's a little bit different.
It's something new. Well, comparatively to what people are used to.
It's work that's not getting done enough around here, and I think it's really important that we start doing this stuff more. And it's also crossing mediums. You know, we're not just doing a straight, play theatrical production. We're actually incorporating another genre of, performance and writing, and by doing poetry, and I think that's really cool.
And it's all local artists. I mean, the poet is local, producers are local, directors, actors. We're all from around the area. So
Cool.